...2010 should be a very interesting year for the property market in Hanoi. We had quite a lot of change and quite a lot of excitement in 2009. In general, we think the main theme is going to be that the market should continue to stabilise across different sectors and start to normalise. There are some big impacts coming in the year with a lot of supply, which I'll talk about in a bit. But in general, we're hoping to see the market mature and things continue to improve. Vietnam is still a very favourable destination if we look at some markets like the office and the retail market. We're seeing increased demand in all sectors, from office tenants and from retailers. In some areas there's a lack of supply, such as in the retail market. I think one of the themes for 2010 will be the effect of infrastructure upon the development of the property market. So we can see day by day that traffic is becoming a bigger issue. There are some strong steps being taken by the government in terms of the new ring roads and the bridge construction, but I think during the course of 2010 there's going to be a bit of a lag time, and some problems will become quite evident. So that may affect some areas of development for the property market here in Hanoi. So we're continuing to see a lot of new projects come to the market. So day by day, new areas are starting to be developed. There's quite a lot of land being converted into commercial and residential use. So there will be some issues of certainly of oversupply in some areas, and we'll expect to see a bit of an evolution, a bit of a Darwinian thinning out of some of the developers in Hanoi. It will be a case of whereby the experience and the more professional developers will have a greater chance of success. But all in all, it's positive for the market. Hopefully we won't see any drastic or tendencies towards any real estate bubbles. So if we can keep things good and stable for the next year, then I think it will be a promising year leading into 2011, 2012. Savills been very active in the residential market, so during 2009, we still have several active projects which are actively selling in Hanoi, and also in Da Nang and further in Ho Chi Minh City as well. There was a lot of excitement with a lot of speculation fever in the latter half of 2009. Again, I think buyers and I think developers have to be much more realistic and try to keep a more level approach to growth and towards what they're investing in. So buyers, I think a few buyers had their fingers burnt in 2009. So I think in general people will be more careful, and we're certainly seeing a trend towards more end users purchasing in some of these apartment buildings. The focus has been on the higher segment and the higher quality of residential supply. It has priced quite a few people out of the market, so your mid and even your low income earners are struggling to find properties. On the plus side, we are seeing a lot of mid-end development and some special developments specifically for low income earners, so that should hope to normalise the market a bit more. A lot of the newsworthy projects that have come to market have been the higher end, and we have to bear in mind that there's a large population of people looking for quality accommodation, not just looking for speculation or an investment. There's a real demand for end users specifically. In terms of the holiday home market, and specifically the Central Coast, again a similar story to sound like I'm repeating myself, but a lot of new projects and a lot of new supply. I think this is one area where developers will have to be quite careful, because the market is much smaller, and buyers will be very careful about what they're buying for their holiday homes. So this is one area particularly where they will be looking at things like the design, the exact location, the quality of management, which hotel may be operating on the resort. So this can be a very interesting market, and can be a very interesting market for buyers and end users, or even investors, individual investors, to look into. However, again, we'll have to see how it pans out. But for specific good projects, the forecast is good. But other developers seeking to get on the bandwagon will have to really do their research and really making sure they're delivering an appropriate product for their target market.